month of Elul begins a 40-day process, which starts on the 1st of Elul all the way through to Yom Kippur. These days are usually surrounded by guilt, shame, saying sorry. It's usually a burden. And I wanted to take this opportunity to look at these 40 days and offer a new perspective of how to look at it as days of joy, of love, of connection with Hashem. So in Shmot, in the 33rd chapter, in Pasuk 11, Rashi brings the chronology of what happened in the process of sinning with the golden calf. So we see that after Matan Torah, Moshe went up for 40 days and 40 nights, learned the Torah, immersed himself with Hashem, and came down with the Luchot to bring them to Am Yisrael to teach them the Torah. And unfortunately saw horrifying images of Am Yisrael worshipping an idol. Right away, throw the Luchot on the floor, destroyed them, and started doing the process of what needed to be done, which is called tshuva. After that, went up for another 40 days and 40 nights, which is through Tisha B'Av, the 3 weeks, and right before Elul, and immersed himself with Hashem, begged for forgiveness, said sorry, and davened for Hashem's mercy. Am Yisrael were obviously feeling guilty and shameful for what they've done. After this process, Moshe then came back down and then was invited back up right before Rosh Hodesh Elul, on Rosh Hodesh Elul. Hashem said, come back up, and for the next 40 days, which are different days. What were these days? The first 40 days that he was there were beratzon. Hashem was desiring the connection with Moshe and with Am Yisrael. After the golden calf, Rashi says, those days were in Kaas. Hashem was not desiring them. He was the opposite. Moshe was trying to fix it and to rekindle that connection. And the next 40 days, starting from Rosh Hodesh Elul, were beratzon. Okay, so this says something about what Chodesh Elul is. So, in the book Lazman Hazeh, Rav Chaim Druckmann wrote and quotes Harav Avram Yitzchak HaKohen Kook from Morot HaTshuva. What is tshuva? Tshuva starts with Cheshbon HaNefesh, as we see in Sefer Dvarim. Cheshbon HaNefesh is accounting of one's soul. Now, when a person accounts his soul, his deeds, what he did, it can bring up two conflicting processes in a person. On one hand, he can feel very guilty about what he did. He can feel shameful. He can feel embarrassed that he did that. But on the other hand, he can also, when he's looking at himself and he's accounting for what he did, he can also notice that he has good sides in him, that he can do good, that he can be close to people, all the good things that he has, all the good things that he's done. A man who feels guilty and shameful for what he did and dwells in it can really go into depression. Tshuva Shlema is going to the next level, seeing the good sides in him, feeling the positive sides and who he is and what he has to give to the world. And Rav Druckmann says that it's such a big ma'ala, a person who's able to feel sorry about what he did and to even cry about it is huge. Why? Because then that allows him to go to the next level of tshuva and really see the good and look and also find the good in him and be able to be a better person. So with this duality, we can see what Chodesh Elul is all about. Yes, it's about feeling bad and feeling guilty, but some people start this process earlier. Some people go through this process in the 3 weeks when we're really mourning and feeling shameful about what we did and the destruction of the temple and everything. And for others, on Chodesh Elul, that inspires them to start the process of tshuva, the shofar, the slichot, the vidui. We don't want to focus on the negative. We don't want to focus on being a sinner, an avariyan. We want to be able to go into the second gate of tshuva, to the gate of beauty, of gratitude, the gate of worthiness and self-confidence, and really feel that self-confidence during this month. Because that's what this is all about, of really doing tshuva shlema, of becoming a better person, becoming closer to Hashem. That's what He wants from us. Obviously, this process isn't simple. We go through feeling sorry and turning to Hashem as our Father, and Chodesh Av. Av is a father. And then, what's the difficult part? To maintain the relationship, to be better, to continue the love, to be the good person that we want to be. And that's what Elul's all about. Elul is about Ani Dodi Vedodi Li. Hashem's here. Hashem wants us to be good people. Hashem wants us to focus on our good sides, focus on our good qualities, focus on our self-confidence that we have, what we could give to the world, and to grow in it. So what may have started as a relationship of ratzon, right? With Matan Torah was ratzon, then it turned into kas. But what can kas bring? Kas can bring bigger ratzon. Kas can bring a bigger closeness. Hashem gave us the opportunity to come closer to Him and to really feel the ratzon and the desire that we have for Him. Sometimes when we make mistakes, that's the biggest opportunity we have to fix it. We need reminders. On Chodesh Elul, we have the shofar, we have slichot. Yeah, so sometimes the guilt, the shame, they're there to remind us who we really are, what we really are, the true goods. And the task of Elul is to rebuild and to rebuild with confidence. What exactly does this rebuilding look like? I don't know exactly, but I can give some suggestions. We can daven harder, we can learn Torah, we can do acts of kindness, give tzedakah, even just focusing on our family. Rise up in the morning, be confident, come with motivation, come close back to me. I'm desiring you. I'm looking for the connection with you.